Nathaniel, just over here. You're coming off your return in July, of course, in London, and now you're back for Paris. What are your feelings going into this weekend?
I'm feeling great, honestly. It's just nice to be active. I'm back doing what I love to do. I haven't got serious weight cuts, where I have to kind of put my life on hold for 12 weeks. So, 5 weeks ago, I fought Charles Rosa, and now I've got Charles Jourdain.
And, how did it feel coming off of that win? Because you had loads of setbacks going into that fight. One pulled out, you had an injury that you were coming back from, and then, of course, going to a new weight division as well. What were the whole kind of feelings prior to, following that win?
So, I think everything happens for a reason, and I think that the fight where I was meant to fight Vince Morales and it pulled out, I think that was a sign to move up a weight, because obviously my performance against Charles Rosa was perfect. I don't think I could have done better getting the finish, of course. I think it's to happen, and here we are now.
So what are your feelings going into this weekend, fighting again in Europe, close to home? You've got a new opponent at Featherweight. What are your feelings going into this weekend?
I'm just feeling excited. I'm back and I've got an opponent who comes to bang. Stylistically, this is a perfect matchup for me. It's the perfect matchup, I think, for the fans as well. So, 2 more sleeps and then the fun part.
And what do you make of Charles Jourdain? He has previously fought at lightweight a while ago, and now obviously you're facing him at featherweight. What do you make of him? How do you see this playing out?
I think he's a very talented fighter. Obviously he's ranked above me. That's exactly what I want. The way I see it, I've got a 3 to 4 year period, I think, now where I'm going to be in my prime. So if there's ever a time to, take it up a notch and start chasing that belt, it's now. And, Charles Jourdain, I think's one of the best strikers in the division. So I think a good win over him puts me in that maybe top 15 rankings. And, if it doesn't, then I'll just keep knocking out whoever I've got to and eventually get a shot.
And you see this definitely as a permanent move for you in this division?
Yeah, 100%. The cuts to Bantamweight were just too much for me. I won't close the door on 135 if there's, a matchup that, the UFC are happy for me to take and that I'm happy to take. But there's no way that I'm competing 4 times a year at 135.
And what do you think of Charles in terms of the skill set and how you match up with him?
I think he's very talented, but I see a lot of holes in his game. I guess we're both strikers. We both can grapple. Of course, he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I'm not going to say that neither one of us would go for a takedown or anything like that. But in the striking department, he's very dangerous, but he's also very reckless. I think he leaves himself very open with certain things he throws, and, I'm aiming to capitalise on that. So, I think it's going to be a good old-fashioned human game of chess.
Thank you.
Nathaniel, earlier today, I think it was, you put out a tweet saying you were feeling the best physically that maybe you ever have going into a fight. And I'm just curious if you can kind of contrast that to other fights you've had recently. And, have you done anything in training that's led to this?
So I haven't done anything different, but obviously I've not come away. So after the Charles Rosa fight, we just stayed in the gym. So I'm fitter. The numbers don't lie. I'm hitting better numbers on my cardio. I'm faster. I'm more powerful. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling healthy. I've got a little bit of a weight cut to do tonight. But yeah, at the moment, I'm feeling like the best Nathaniel Wood that could possibly be going into that fight Saturday night. Last couple of days, and, it's time to go to work.
And this is somewhat of a quick turnaround after the last one. And how important was it for you to get back in quickly after, all the time that you lost in the past?
For me, it's everything. A lot of people ask us, are you nervous to fight? If I'm honest, no. This is what I do for a living. I've been in this game for 14 years now, so this is what I enjoy to do. The bit that I don't enjoy is the weight cuts and sometimes the grueling training sessions. But now I haven't got to worry so much about the weight, and that makes the training sessions easier. So, straight after that fight, I was on the treadmill and I thought, why go away and, put weight on and get fat? I may as well stay in shape and just do it again, get paid again. And, I get to come Paris. I've never been here before, so it's a great experience. And if I'm honest, I'm living the dream. So, regardless, I think it's a win-win for me.
And last one for me. Your opponent's French-Canadian, not French, but the fans will probably be in his corner. Do you revel playing spoiler a little?
To be honest, I don't mind. As long as the crowd have got a buzz, I'm happy. So I'd rather be booed than it just be dead silent in there. But I'm hoping that, we've got a lot of English fans in there as well. So I'm excited, and, regardless of what the crowd think, at the end of the day, it's just me and Charles in there.
Best luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Nathaniel, just another quick one. Charles was in here earlier and he said that he thinks he can break you mentally. Just wanted to know what your response was to that.
I don't know where he's got that from. If he's seen any of my fights, I think it's safe to say that that's not going to happen.
How do you feel about fighting in Europe twice in a row in a short period of time? Does it make it easier also for you to stay active?
Yeah, much easier, much more comfortable, no jet lag, less to worry about, and if I'm honest, I feel spoiled fighting in Europe.